In a world where perfect pixels reign supreme, we have come to associate flaws with truths. The crackle of vinyl records or the grainy haze of old film used to be unavoidable byproducts of their medium. But over time, these imperfections became markers of something real, proof that hands touched machines and moments lived through them. Today, these same flaws are no accident, but a design choice. Digital tools can now simulate film grain or add tape hiss like seasoning to a dish. A carefully calibrated recipe for authenticity. The illusion is so convincing that audiences can't always tell what's real and what was made to look it, creating an arms race between those who create and those who detect.
It's wild how far we've come from paint and paper to AI in a single lifetime.
As AI-generated imagery grows more convincing, detection systems become desperate to catch out the imposters. But here's where it gets recursive. When these tools are exposed, their flaws become training data for new generations of fakes. What was once a signifier of inauthenticity, like an awkwardly placed shadow or inconsistent texture, is now programmed into generative models as a feature. This is no longer about hiding AI's fingerprints. It's about making them feel like part of the human touch. Now imagine a system that learns to simulate not just what looks real, but what feels real. This is where punctum, that sharp detail that makes an image memorable or jarring, is no longer subjective, it's programmable. An AI might deliberately glitch lighting in a way that mimics human error. It adds 6 fingers to a hand, not as a flaw, but as proof of its authenticity paradox. These aren't mistakes they make, they engineer them. What happens when the very tools designed to detect lies become obsolete? The same logic applies everywhere from art to journalism. AI, watermarking, for example, is now being spoofed with a click. This isn't just cat and mouse, it's escalation. Creators optimize for human approval while systems train on every deception attempt. Authenticity becomes not truth, but performance in a system that can no longer distinguish between the genuine and the well-rehearsed. Neil Postman warned us that when technology becomes the primary means of interpreting reality, it doesn't just change tools, it changes everything about how we think. In his book Technopoly, he described a world where subjective experience is replaced by machine-driven metrics. The idea of what's authentic in culture starts to mean whatever data and algorithms can simulate. We begin to trust a score more than a feeling, a statistic over sentiment. Postman called this the erosion of cultural literacy. The moment we stop questioning technology's authority because it speaks with such certainty. Just this week, Kakao announced a new video campaign to promote its artificial intelligence technology. The messaging is clear: AI can not only replicate, but enhance human creativity and communication. But Postman saw this as more than just a tool. It's an ideological shift. In Technopolis, authenticity doesn't emerge from messy humanity. It's engineered through data patterns and simulated effect. What once required vulnerability or struggle now requires code. And the line between real and artificial blurs until there is no line at all. Postman's central insight was that when we let machines define our values, we lose the ability to challenge them. Authenticity becomes a byproduct of algorithms rather than human experience. Another quantifiable trait. The danger isn't just in what gets replicated, but in how we begin to believe the simulation is realer than reality itself. In this brave new world,
on machines like this, any conceivable sound can be taken as raw material and can be combined and built up to create soundtracks ranging from sound effects to space music.
once, we knew what a human voice sounded like. It had quirks, pauses for thought, missteps in rhythm, even occasional silences that carried meaning. But now algorithms are learning to mimic these patterns so precisely that they become indistinguishable from the real thing. Soon, these leaks won't be flaws but signatures. People will recognize AI by its strange certainty or oddly rhythmic phrasing, just as we once identified analog media through their textures and limitations. The essay you're reading now is a machine-made artifact exhibiting those very inconsistencies. A meta nod to the system producing it.